Sunday 28th of September, I have just parked up in the village of Denton in Northamptonshire, and I'm just heading out on a mellow 15-mile walk, the first one of the autumn. Let's go. Hiya! How's it going? Hope you're well, and welcome back to another hiking adventure. As I said, I've just parked up in the village of Denton in Northamptonshire, and I'm walking down this footpath towards the small village of Chadstone. So yeah, this is going to be about a 15-mile hike. I'm going to take it nice and easy today. It's nice. It's a Sunday. It's a mellow day. I rarely walk on a Sunday. I just find there's a weird energy on a Sunday. It's a bit across the nation. Everyone's got that kind of going back to work fear, and it resonates, across the land. So I always find it a bit of a mellow, kind of strange energy day. But it's fine. I'm going to be alright. I'm just happy to be out. So yeah, about 15 miles. Temperatures are around 15 degrees at the moment. This morning it's been raining non-stop, and about an hour ago it kind of eased off, and we've got like blue sky moving in, but there are still some dark clouds. So there are showers forecast sort of up to around 2 o'clock, and then after that it's supposed to be really pleasant. So yeah, the second half of this walk will be lovely weather. It's nice to be out. Last Saturday I had a 25-mile hike planned, which I've been looking forward to all week. And then on the Thursday before the Saturday, I'm actually working in Denton. Well, I was working in Denton. I'm not anymore, but yeah, was that week. And I was pointing up some stonework on the gable end of a garage. So I was up on the ladder on the Thursday morning. I just felt like a twinge in my lower back. Something just sort of went a bit funny. I thought, at the time I thought nothing of it. I thought, a little bit of discomfort, but that kind of thing happens all the time with my job. It's physical, so you always get aches and strains and you pull muscles and stuff. So I thought, fair enough. I carried on working, and I could just kind of feel it in the afternoon. And then I drove home on Thursday evening after work. Got home, parked up on the driveway, and I was really struggling to get out of the car. I was, oh my god, I'd proper torn a muscle somewhere in my lower back. And so I went to work on Friday in a bit of discomfort. I only did half a day. I went home and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this walk on the Saturday. I'll see how I go. So yeah, it gets to Saturday morning, I wake up and I was in so much pain, like I could hardly move. I did attempt to massage my back and just try and get a bit of movement. I really wanted to go on this hike. My wife was like, "You're crazy, you're not going out." And so I woke up on Saturday morning and it was painful just to walk. So I thought, there's no chance I'm going to be able to hike 25 miles with a backpack on. So unfortunately I had to cancel the walk, which I was gutted about, but it can't be helped. These things happen. So Saturday, Sunday I was in a lot of pain with the back, and then Monday and Tuesday I was kind of doing light duties at work, so I could kind of get by. I was still in pain, but I was able to just do a bit of work. And then Wednesday, Thursday we were penciled in to do some quite heavy work, like a bit of landscaping, and I could tell there was no chance I was going to be able to do any digging or heavy lifting. So I had to have Wednesday and Thursday off work, which definitely helped. Just resting up for a couple of days helped. And then so I'm kind of at a state. I'm pretty much there with the injury. It's pretty much yeah, I'm on the back end of it now. It's still giving me a bit of pain in my left hip, but I feel confident enough to walk now and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to walk the 15-mile route, but if the injury sort of plays up a bit later on, then I can cut it short, but hopefully I can do the 15 miles. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, as I said, I'm just heading to Chadstone, sorry. And then, so yeah, heading down here, and then I'm going to swing up this way towards the village of Cogenhoe, and then on to the next phase of the walk. And yeah, so this one, yeah, I'm just getting back into the groove and seeing how this injury is going to fare. But you can sit around waiting forever for your injury to complete a heal, and I think sometimes you just got to get out and just get a bit of blood flow, a bit of movement going there, and that can sometimes be that ingredient just to get you over the line and sort of clear it up. So we'll see how we go. So yeah, it's just nice to be out in the countryside. This is the first walk I've done in September. I did have 2 planned, but I've just been busy, and then this injury last week kind of messed up my planned hike for last week's. So yeah. So it is just nice to be out and getting a hike on my first one of the autumn, and it's so peaceful in these fields. This weekend I've been down in London for a friend's wedding, and it's just, yeah, it's so busy down there. It's absolute carnage, and it doesn't sit with me. I'm not a city person. I like going down to London for like a day trip and stuff, but I could not live down there. It's just absolute chaos everywhere. So to be out in these fields, just in the nice, peaceful environment, is lovely. It was a nice wedding, though, really nice. It was they got married. Sam and Lee got married in the Hackney Town Hall, which is a beautiful building. And then we went to a pub afterwards for the reception, and just, yeah, a bit of dancing, singing, good, catching up with friends. It's great. Some of my friends were absolutely hammered, which was quite entertaining. To be honest, I don't really drink a great deal. I had a few pints of cider, but I don't really get drunk anymore. Those days are behind me now, so. But it was a great day. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm just happy to be out in the countryside. So I'll bring you back shortly. The sun's having a go at coming out, and when it does come out, it feels really nice. You can tell it's autumn because you've got that kind of temperature difference. Like when the sun came out a minute ago and I was sort of a bit further down this like little valley, it was like really, really pleasant. And then I came up here a bit higher up, and like there's a little bit of a breeze, and it's just, yeah, you can just feel it. And the sun's gone in, so it's just a little bit chilly. So just that time of year where the temperatures are all over the place. But no, it's going well so far. The hip's feeling okay. Problem with this injury, I think there's some inflammation and swelling, and it's trapping. It keeps catching a nerve. So sometimes I plant my foot, and I catch it wrong, and I just get this like stabbing pain up my side. But it's okay. I can get on with it. But yeah, I'm just approaching this wooded area outside of Chadstone, which is, if you go a couple of videos back to the video called Summer Fade, that's the one where I was supposed to camp in this woodland at the end. I had a 2-day hike planned, and I was supposed to camp in here at the end of day one, set the tent up, and then there was a load of like hares or something running around the tent in the night making a lot of racket. So I packed the tent away, and I had an Achilles injury as well, so I didn't think I'd be able to complete day 2, so I packed the tent up and aborted the walk. But it's called Summer Fade. It's actually, although I cancelled abandoned the camp in day 2, the day 1 was actually still a nice walk, and it made a nice video, so go back and watch that one if you want. So yeah, I'm just about to go through the woodland. I've actually got over here in the centre of the screen, you can just see the village of Castle Ashby, and later on in the walk I'm going to head this way to Chadstone, and then I'm looping back this way, and I'll be heading towards Castle Ashby later on, and then over to Easton, Maudit, and then back round to Yardley, and then back across to Denton to complete the walk, if the hip holds up. But no, it's going well so far. It's I do really enjoy sort of September this time of year. You just start to get the first kind of hints of autumn, like the first of the leaves are dropping, and you get that lovely smell of decaying foliage and all that kind of stuff, which is I love all that. When I was younger, like at school, I didn't enjoy autumn that much. I kind of always associated autumn with going back to school and the days getting shorter, so I didn't really like it. But as I've grown up, and particularly one of my other hobbies is landscape photography, and I find that the landscape photography has really helped me appreciate autumn. It is a stunning season. Just going through this woodland area now, it's lovely. So yeah, I was supposed to camp sort of a bit further back there, and that was hilarious. Yeah, I set the tent up, I was just chilling in my tent, and then all of a sudden all these animals started just going around the tent like making a right racket, and I was like, oh, I can't be doing with this. So, but yeah, anyway, do love autumn. It's really nice season. You get all the misty mornings and the light's really great. You know, you get the sun, the low sun just shining on the, radiating, illuminating the sort of foliage as it changes colour. It's lovely. I'll be honest, every season, we're really lucky in the UK, aren't we? Like every season does have its own unique charm and beauty. Like even the winter months, like yeah, in the winter when it's like overcast and windy, it's not very nice. But you get a nice, crisp, sunny winter day. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And that's last year. I mean, last year was the first year that I set this sort of hiking channel up, and I got to sort of mid-October and I did my last hike, and that was it until like March. I just didn't go out in the winter months, and I just thought this year, well, as I just said, like in the winter you can get some stunning days, and although the days aren't long, I can still head out on like 10-mile walks and it will still make a great video. So this year we're going right through. So the channel's I'll keep the content coming. So yeah, I'm really excited for the future hikes, and yeah, enjoying this one. Got loads of fruit on this tree. I think they look like crab apples. There's absolutely millions of them. That's another great thing about the autumn, all the fruit. I love all that kind of stuff. It's really good for the wildlife, isn't it, to stock up on all the food before the harsh winter months. Ignore this, you can find this a bit weird, but every time I come past this tree, for some reason I give it a hug. I just love it. So ignore me. I don't know why. I've done it for a few years now. I like a bit of tree hugging, I must admit. These bloody hippies. Oh yeah. Four and a half kilometres into the walk now. I've just stopped for a little hobnob flapjack and some water. I've cleared my boots out as well. They're I'd picked up a few, can't talk, I'd picked up a few hitchhikers along the way, so it was a bit uncomfortable, and that's blister territory when you leave debris in your boot. So yeah, clean those out. So yeah, just stopping for a snack and some water. Got a bit of a cloud there, but that's going this way, and after that, some few little fluffy clouds, but it's looking pretty good. So I don't think there's going to be any rain anytime soon. I've packed the sexy raincoat just in case, but at the minute it's looking good, which is good, because when I first pulled up in Denton at the start of the walk, it was really heavy dark clouds above, and I thought rain was imminent, but it's held off so far, so that's good. I've just noticed when I was cleaning my boots out, I'll try and do this on this one. I don't know if you can see, there's a split down the sole, down the bottom of the boot there, so I have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully that won't start letting moisture through. If it does, then I'll perhaps have to look at getting some new walking boots. To be honest, I'm just going to replace them with what I've got, because new version, because these are absolutely spot on. The Hoka 10.9s, whatever they are, really good boots. But yeah, I have this flapjack, and then I'm pushing on to the pocket park at Cogenhoe. Just walking down this footpath towards the pocket park at Cogenhoe. How charming is this little scene behind? Just with the little houses nestled in amongst the trees, beautiful. So yeah, the pocket park's just here. I'm going to walk around there and have a little mooch around, because it's a wooded area with like a stream going through it, so with the autumn effects it might look really nice. And then yeah, I'm heading up this hill, and then I'm walking across toward, sort of along the River Nene, towards the Whiston Lock it's called. I'm not sure about the footpaths down here, because there's currently a lot of quarry pits being excavated and stuff along this stretch of the River Nene, so I don't know if the footpaths are going to be open or whatnot. Hopefully they are. If not, I'll just have to, there's a road just here, so I'll walk that to Whiston if the footpath's closed. So yeah, it'll be fine. But this is such a pleasant walk. And it's with the sun out, it feels really nice and warm, which feels, it's nice, because I think so far it's been quite a cold September. I think it's not felt that great. I mean, yeah, usually in September, particularly early September, you still expect the temperatures to be up in the 20s and stuff, but it's just felt quite cold the whole of the month. So to be out in the sunshine and my shorts and t-shirt, and I don't really feel that cold at the moment. That's very nice. So happy days. How beautiful is this? Absolutely stunning. Well done to the people of Cogenhoe for putting this pocket park together. It's a wonderful little wooded area, and I bet a lot of people really enjoy coming down here. This is a fantastic walk. So mellow and lovely, sunshine, nice and chilled. Absolutely loving it. Hello, mate. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Hello. See you later. Oh God, they're all coming down. Okay. Right, I've just passed through the Cogenhoe Pocket Park, and now I'm heading up this track towards the village of Cogenhoe itself, and then I'm off to see if these footpaths along the River Nene are open. Let's go. So I've just passed through the village of Cogenhoe, and now I'm heading down this footpath to try and get onto the Nene Valley Way alongside the River Nene. So you can see in the centre of the screen here's evidence of the quarry pits all full up with water now. So this is quite a big operation. It's going on all the way to like the bottom of Earl's Bottom, so it's a massive project. And yeah, so the River Nene is just to the left of these quarry pits. So I'm walking down this footpath. Yeah, hopefully I can do a left and hook up to the River Nene. And then I'll walk along there to what is called Whiston Lock. And then I'll come down this way. You can just see, just go a bit further for you, just in the centre of the screen, just there you can see Whiston Church, so I'm actually heading towards there. So yeah, this hopefully there'll be a footpath here where I can hook up to the River Nene. So I got down to the bottom of that path that I was just walking down, and it, where the footpath used to be, it was all fenced off. It was like, you know, danger, quarry, not play area, you can't come in here, all that kind of stuff. But luckily there is a footpath diverting back up this way to the River Nene, so it looks like we're all good. So yeah, I'm currently just walking alongside all the quarries. It's a huge area they're excavating here. Really is quite large, but yeah, because these used to be all farmers' fields, like full of crops and stuff, and there was a few footpaths going along them. So I assume that once they've finished the operation, that they'll turn it into like a nature reserve or something. They did something similar down towards Wellingborough. There's a nature reserve called Summer Lays Nature Reserve, which used to be that was like a former quarry, and then they just gave it back to nature. So I'm hoping if they do the same here, that would be lovely, you know. I'm all for that. So yeah, I'm sure there'd be some nice areas to walk around if they did that. So yeah, fingers crossed that's what their intentions are here. But yeah, I'm heading onto the River Nene now. Just over 9 kilometres into the walk now. I've just reached Whiston Lock, so I think this is a good time to have a bit of lunch. It's on the menu today. Got a nice cheese salad sarnie. So yeah, I'm gonna have this, just put my feet up for 10 minutes, and then I'll push on towards the village of Whiston itself. This will be really nice. I'm quite hungry now. I'm just leaving Whiston Lock now. I've had my sandwich, it was lovely. Bit of water, I've cleaned the boots out again. And now I'm about to set off towards the village of Whiston. I was quite concerned because basically I've got to head down this low battery sign. I've got to head down this track here, which is going to take me to Whiston. You can probably see the church in Whiston there. I noticed there's some massive like mounds of like earth that the contractors have dug up for the quarry works. I thought, I wonder if this pathway is actually blocked, which would have been a bugger, because then I would have had to walk further down the river and then towards what's it called, White Mills Marine, I think, now down to can't talk, down the bottom of Ellsbat and then kind of loop around to Grendon. So it would have added a few miles onto the walk if I had to do that. But luckily I saw an old couple coming up here, so I knew that the path is open, which is good. So on to Whiston we go. You can still hear those quad bikers. No, it wasn't quad bikes, was it? Dirt bikes, whatever. Going around. Look like they're having fun. Still nice weather, although we've got some bigger clouds rolling in again, so I wonder if we'll get any rain anytime soon. Yeah, that River Nene section was really pleasant. It was, yeah, stunning, especially with like you can see reflections of the clouds in the water and stuff. It was, yeah, really gorgeous. So yeah, here's the track I'm walking out. It goes down for quite a way, heading towards Whiston. So yeah, this is kind of on to the sort of second phase of the walk now. So from here I'm going to Whiston, through there, then I'm going to walk up past Whiston Church, which is known as the Gem on the Hilltop. It's a beautiful church overlooking like the Nene Valley, and then from there I'm heading over towards the village of Ashby, and then through Ashby back out into the fields towards a little village called Easton Maudit. I'm going to go walk through Easton Maudit and then heading up towards like kind of like a wooded area, and then back down a footpath towards the village of Yardley Hastings, and then through there from there walking back sort of towards Castle Ashby, back to Chadstone, which I walked through early on in the walk, and then back up to Denton. So this kind of feels like we're in the second half of the walk now. It's going really well, really enjoying it. The hip's not feeling too bad. I am catching it a few times when I plant my foot a certain way and I get sort of a stabbing pain up my side. There is a bit of a dull ache there, but it's not stopping me, it's not slowing me down or anything, so that's the important thing. So I'm feeling good about that. Obviously I don't know how I'm going to feel in a few miles time. Further down the road I might be in a bit of discomfort, but at the moment it's feeling good, so good stuff. I'm pushing on to Whiston. So this is the St Mary the Virgin Church here in the village of Whiston in Northamptonshire. It's a very beautiful building. I mean, I'm not religious at all, but I can appreciate a nice building when I see one, and this one's beautiful. Lots of like intricate stonework and stuff. It's really pretty. I believe it was built in the 16th century. And it's, I think the locals call it the gem on the hilltop. And it certainly is that. It's stunning building, and I love how it's situated on the hill just outside the village. It's overlooking the Nene Valley. It's very pretty. Leaving Whiston behind now. You can just about see the church behind those trees, but lovely church, isn't it? Really nice. So I'm just heading up this field. It's only a small field, and then I've got a bit of a stint on the roads to do down to Castle Ashby. So we're approaching 4:30, and obviously we're not in the summer months anymore, so it's just, I think sunset's at like 6:47 or something. So the sun's just starting to get a little bit low. You know, it's not like back in June when I'm doing these hikes and I'm getting home at 10 o'clock and it's still light. It's a different ball game this time of year. I've got a head torch and stuff, So if it does start getting dark towards the end of the walk, then it's fine. I'll get the head torch on and it'll be absolutely fine. But it's yeah, really enjoying this one. It's, as I said earlier, it's just nice. I haven't done any hikes so far in September, so it is just nice to get out, and this is what I love doing. So it's absolutely fantastic. Pushing on to Castle Ashby. Got the old Falcon pub here. Used to be a lovely pub. This is where me and my wife Lindsay had our wedding breakfast after we got married back in August 2022. It was a scorching day, temperatures in the mid-30s. Just what you want when you're wearing a suit. But yeah, it's since closed down. I think they're turning it into some kind of health and beauty spa or something now. Just walking around the back end of what is Castle Ashby House, just up there. So yeah, beautiful country home here in the village of Castle Ashby. It was built same as Whiston Church in the 15th century, I believe. It's owned by the Marquess of Northampton, and it's got a huge avenue leading up to the house, which yeah, I think that stretches on for about well over 2 miles, I'd say. Absolutely huge avenue. It's actually, there's the A428 road, which kind of juts through the avenue. That's the main road from Bedford to Northampton. But yeah, as I say, the avenue actually stretches on behind the A428, so it goes on for miles. Really impressive. It's the house itself isn't open to the public, but the gardens are, and there's like a tea room. I'm not sure how much the admission is, but I've done it a few times. It's a really nice day out. If you're ever in the area, do come and check it out. It's a very stunning house, and the gardens are equally as beautiful. Lots of like lakes and massive trees and little pathways and stuff. It's very pleasant. Just in the background there, I don't know if you can see. That's one of the lakes in Castle Ashby in the grounds. And when me and my friends were like sort of 16, 17, oh yeah, 15, 16, around that kind of time. During the summer holidays we used to bike over here. We all grew up in Denton, village of Denton, which is a mile or so that way, so we used to bike over during the holidays. And this gate here, at the time it was just a little wooden gate. There was no private property sign on it, so we used to climb over and yeah, go down to the lakes all day and just chill out, like have to go for a swim, put our music on. And I think we used to take like rubber dinghies over and run on the lake and that. Yeah, we just spend days down there just having the time of our life, absolutely loving it. It used to be really good fun. I think this was before it was the gardens were sort of open to the public, so we got absolutely no bother off anyone. We used to spend days upon days, days on end there, and wouldn't get any bother. So it was great times. Right, just about to come off the road and then back into the fields down towards Easton Maudit. Here's the footpath. Just over 15 kilometres into the walk now. It's about 5:30, so the sun will be setting in about an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, I do think the sun will have set by the time I get back to Denton, but I don't think it'll be like dark yet. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying that now, but probably wrong. Probably be pitch black. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just heading this way towards the church over there. There's a little hamlet called Easton Maudit. So once I get there, I'm walking up a track, then over this way, and then there's this woodland area here. I'm walking down the side of there towards Yardley Hastings village over this way, and then from there it's on. I'm going to pass over the avenue at Castle Ashby house. There's a footpath that goes over that, and I can hear that's church bells at the Easton Maudit church. I wonder what that was then. Yeah, and then so I'm going to pass over the avenue at Castle Ashby down into Chadstone, which I sort of walked alongside earlier on in the walk right at the start, and then down the fields back to Denton. So getting there now. Yeah, it's going nicely. Tell you what, I've picked an absolutely brilliant day to do this hike. It's so pleasant, even this time of day. I'm still in my shorts and t-shirt, and I've actually got a bit of a sweat on. It has not been like this most of September. It's actually been quite chilly, so this is an absolute treat. I know that once the sun sets though, this time of year, it gets cold so quickly, so I have got a jacket which I'll probably have to put on, because as I say, once that sun sets, it is going to get cold. I've got like a buzzing noise coming from these pylons. Yeah, this has been such an enjoyable hike. This is what it's all about, isn't it? It's right at the end of September, and then obviously into October, and then the days are really going to start getting short. I think, judge it based on how my hips feeling with this hike, I'm thinking that perhaps on next Saturday I could do the 25-mile one that I was supposed to do last Saturday, which I had to cancel because of my hip. I mean, there is a bit of pain there, but it's not, as I said earlier, it's not slowing me down. So that's really optimistic. That's good. So hopefully, if it continues to feel good in the week, I can perhaps look at doing that 25-mile walk next Saturday, and then I'm thinking perhaps the Saturday after that, or maybe the one after that, I'm going to try and get one last biggish adventure in. I'm actually looking at the hike which I did, which was called Summer Fade, which was supposed to be a 2-day hike with a camp. I'm actually having a look at having another attempt at that. I'm going to modify it a bit and perhaps shorten day one, because that was quite a trek. It was only supposed to be 16 miles, and it ended up being about 21, and had all the camping gear, so it's a lot of weight to carry around, and that actually aggravated my injury quite a bit, to the extent where it stopped me doing day 2. So I'm going to have another look at doing that again, but as I say, modify it, shorten it a bit. And obviously I'm not going to camp in that woodland area where all the hares are running around the tent in the night making a load of racket, so I'll have to look at where I'm going to camp. But I'm trying to look at that as my last sort of big adventure of the year. So if I can get that carried out and done, that'd be fantastic. A good way to sign off the sort of big hikes, big adventures. And then the clocks are going to go back. Is it back or forward? I think it's back. It's sort of around October the 20th, 21st, around there. And then the sun's going to be setting at like, I don't know, before 5 o'clock, I think. So I just won't have the daylight hours to do massive long adventures. But as I said earlier, I'm looking to do videos right for the year. So although I can't do the big sort of 20+ mile ones, I'll be able to do sort of 10-15 milers in October, which is great. So it's exciting times, and I'm feeling a lot better about the hip. Feeling that I can get back out there and start doing the hikes, which is lovely. We're into the golden hour now. It's when all the magic starts to happen. Here's an example. If you look on the field, you can see the sunlight reflecting off the cobwebs. There you go, sharpen up a bit more. It's quite hard to get in photo. There you go. Isn't that wonderful? What a fantastic walk this is. Sun's just about to sink below those trees there. It's what a beautiful evening. It's like I don't think there's anything finer than like a golden hour in the autumn. Sound like perhaps I think a golden hour in the summer's pretty up there as well. It's, you know, a beautiful glowing light. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm in between Easton, Maudit and Yardley Hastings now. I think I'll be in Yardley Hastings in around 15 minutes time maybe. It's really weird. I was walking up through Easton Maudit and I had like a random flashback, you know, as you do, back to I think it was like back end of 2013, sort of around November time. And I was actually going through a bit of a tough time at that time. I was in a job that I wasn't happy with. It's quite stressful. And I was in a relationship that wasn't really bringing out the best in me, and I don't think bringing out the best in the other person as well. Yeah, so it's just it was a bit of adversity around at that time. But rather than wallow, I kind of got myself together, made the necessary changes in my life, and yeah, since then it's just got better and better really. I've met Lindsay, we've got married, we have a beautiful house in the countryside, just got our kittens. Life's a lot more settled and enjoyable than it was back then. But I sort of treasure those times back then because that was providing the fuel for what was to come. So I don't look back with any sort of anger or confusion or sadness. I'm grateful for all of that. And I'm at a place in my life where I feel very comfortable in my own skin, which I didn't used to in like the 20s and 30s. But I guess that's the same for everyone, isn't it? I think when you're younger, you're sort of finding your way in the world, and it's supposed to challenge you and all of that. But I do just feel at ease with who I am. I'm not really bothered what people think of me as well, to be honest. These days, I used to really care. Like I've got to fit in and be, bothered by other people's opinions and whatnot. But now I don't care. If you like me, great. If you don't, whatever. It doesn't bother me. But so life is really good. I'm enjoying it, and as I find as you get, now I'm into my 40s, you become aware of your mortality, and it starts to dawn on you like one day there'll be nothing left of this. I won't be here. Same for you watching, but it doesn't really, 20s and 30s, it used to scare me a bit, the thought of dying and not being around, but it doesn't bother me anymore. I just kind of embrace it, use that as a reason to get out and just take all this in, because does it get much better than this, really? I don't think it does. So in a way we're in heaven already, aren't we? So just enjoy it and soak it up. Wow, I'm getting quite deep there. Apologies for that, but you know where I'm coming from. It's if we're going to be human beings on this planet, we have got to expect a bit of adversity along the way, but we should try and embrace it. It's going to come. Life's about the rough and the smooth, the good and the bad. And I was going to say something, but it's gone. What was it? It'll come back to me. I was going to try and say something profound. I don't know, but just take the rough with the smooth. It all irons out in the end, and it's character building, isn't it? All the rough times and that. And I think some people they want the happiness all the time, which is nothing wrong with that. It's good to strive for that, but you got to take the blows sometimes as well. And I think that's why people turn to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. They get addicted to stuff because they just want the good all the time and they can't handle the bad. And the bad's going to come. You got to accept that sometimes it is going to get a bit rocky, a bit bumpy along the way. But it depends. It's up to you how you sort of bounce back and get through those times, isn't it? You can get wounded and allow it to beat you, or you can come back. You can just stay true to yourself, keep going as best you can, dig deep, and stuff irons out, and you come out the other end. And you, as I was just saying about the experience back in 2013, I'm just grateful for it all now, because it's without all of that, I wouldn't be enjoying what I'm going through now. So yeah, embrace it. Yeah, I'm getting very deep. I'm going to shut up. Pushing on to Yardley Hastings. Ten to 7, so the sun has just set. Look at the lovely sky behind. Beautiful. So yeah, just walking up this footpath into Yardley Hastings. I think once I get to Yardley, I think it's another 45 minutes back to Denton. So scrap what I said earlier, it probably is actually quite that by the time I get back. But yeah, I've got my head torch and a lamp, a little lamp with me, so I'll be able to see where I'm going. But and that, to be fair, it kind of adds to the adventure, doesn't it? Like getting dark and stuff. So bring it on, it's all good. I am hungry though. I've just had a
7 hours, 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Total distance 20.0 kilometers. Average pace 21 minutes, 10 seconds per kilometer. Split pace 16 minutes, 32 seconds per kilometer.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I've just had a banana, but that's not cut it. I'm starving, and that's all my food now. I've eaten everything, so. And I've not got much water left, but yeah, as I say, I'm only about 45 from home, well, to the car that is. Once I get to Denton, I'm going to pop in and see my parents for a bit. I've not seen them for a couple of weeks, so I'll pop in and say hello, and then yeah, get home, and I'm going to cook myself some dinner. I think I'm starving, and yeah, so I'm pushing on well. It's as soon as the sun's set, it's starting to feel a bit chilly, so I think the jacket's going to come on shortly. But it's progressing towards Yardley Hastings. Cows! I wonder what sort we got here. Angry or chilled? Oh, they're not running at me yet, so that's an encouraging sign. I think we're okay. I don't know, they're starting to walk over towards me. Hello guys! Nothing to see here, just out on a hike. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I think one of them just farted. That's rank. You a bit gassy there, boy. Hello. You got any food? No? Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay then. Cows. Goat. I think he needs to be in this field. Are you stuck? Yeah, there's like goats and llamas in this field. I'm guessing he should be in there. Hopefully he can jump back over the fence. There's another. There's his mate. Let's go and see these guys. Hello. Hello there. I think your mate's stuck over there. Give him a hand. I've just passed through Yardley Hastings. I'm back out into the fields, heading towards Chadstone now. It's it's getting dark. The moon's out just there. The sunset sky is slowly fading away now. So the sunglasses have been replaced with a head torch. I've not yet put that on yet, and I've got like a little lamp which screws onto my selfie stick, just so you can see me, see my beautiful face. So yeah, I'm all good. I'm all set. So yeah, I think half an hour maybe, and I'll be back at the car. So pushing on. It is getting chilly, so I'll put my jacket on as well. So I'm feeling great, feeling good, and yeah, I think I can hear a skylark. He's out late, bloody hell. Yeah, I'm really happy about, as I said earlier, about the hip. I wasn't too sure how it was going to fare over like this kind of distance, but it's yeah, as I said, it has been discomfort, but on the whole, it's been fine. So I'm really chuffed with that. So there's the sleepy village of Yardley. You know, there's definitely a skylark up there somewhere. It is actually a bit darker than what it appears on the camera. So he's brave flying up there. Hope I don't get picked off by a predator. But yeah, anyway, I'm about to cross over the avenue in a bit, which that's the long driveway up to Ashby house, which you saw footage of earlier. So yeah, once I get past there, it's a short walk up to Chadstone, and then probably a kilometre and a half back to Denton. So it's closing stages now. Goodbye, Yardley Hastings. So here's the avenue leading up to Ashby house. Struggling to see it. It's gotten that dark. I've disturbed the sheep, sorry. Yeah, so long old driveway, and as I say, and this is not even all of it. It stretches well onto the horizon over there. So huge avenue. Hello guys. God, be glad to get out of this field. It's like recently been ploughed, so there's no real footpath, and getting all like bits of mud and debris going in my boots. But I can just see the footpath sign reflecting on my head torch. So that's at the end of the field. So yeah, be glad to get out this one. Scared the hell out of me. It's just a sheep, don't worry. So yeah, I've just passed through Chadstone, and now I've just got to walk up this fit. Should I go this way? I'm gonna go this way. Actually, this is where I came earlier. There's a footpath up the middle of this field, but again, it looks like it's just recently been ploughed, so I can't really see a footpath. It looks a bit rough, so I'll take this path, which is a bit smoother, back into Denton. Got the very last bits. It's actually darker on the in real life than it appears on the phone. Sorry, but yeah, the last few remnants of daylight on the horizon there. But doing well. My head torch is let me know what's coming up, if there's any big holes in the ground and whatnot. So, and I got a little, as I said, I got a little lamp on the end of my selfie stick. So I'm all good, I'm all set. Just, yeah, probably about a kilometre back to the car now. Denton's just that way, got the moon out. It's a beautiful evening. It's really, now the sun's gone down, yeah, it's gone really crisp, and I like it. It's really nice. Got a bit of condensation coming out. I look at lonely, that little tree beside in the hedgerow. Can't focus. Ah, screw it. Yeah, pushing on to Denton. Denton is fast approaching, so I think I'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a really good one. I think by the time we get back to Denton, oh, that scared the hell out of me again. There's some sheep eyes reflecting in the head torch. Jesus, I thought there was some beast running towards me. Yeah, 24. I think about 25 kilometres by the time we get back to Denton. So yeah, so about 15 miles. That's bang on. That's good. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, as I say, oh, I've just disturbed a bird. It must have been a skylark, bless it. Taken off into the night sky there. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's nice, as I said earlier, it's just after the injury and quite a busy September, it's nice to at least get out and capture this one video for the month. I did want to sort of try and record two, but I'm just delighted to have got one. And yeah, it's been a nice adventure. I've gone through some lovely countryside. Didn't think it would run on this long. I didn't think it'd be dark by the time I finished, but as I said earlier, I don't mind that. It kind of adds to the adventure, doesn't it? So yeah, as I said, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, that malarkey. And yeah, I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow morning with regards to the hip. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was going to fare during this hike with the hip, but I've soldiered on, and it's, yeah, as I say, there's a bit of dull ache, but it's not giving me too much grief. Oh my god, you won't be able to see them. There's loads of sheep looking at me. Can you see their eyes? Spooky. Yeah, the hip's feeling good, but obviously I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning once all the adrenaline and stuff settles and see how it feels, and then I can determine if I can do this 25-mile hike next Saturday, or if I've got to shorten it or whatnot. Hopefully the hip's going to be feeling good, and also I've got a few more days of recovery yet to do, which is going to help. I was going to play football on Tuesday night, but I don't yet feel confident doing that. I think because that's quite a high intensity sort of contact sport, I've only got to twist and turn the wrong way, and I'm back to square one. So I think I'm going to cancel that. I'm just going to take it easy this week, and then hopefully on Saturday, if it, weather permitting, I can then head out on this 25-mile one that I had planned, which I had to cancel last Saturday. So that'll be really good. That'll get the October walks off to a good start. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you next Saturday. Take care. Completato.